Do you work or study? I work. I work as an accountant. I've been doing this job for about 8 years now. Well, yeah, I like it. It's quite fulfilling. Why did you choose to do that kind of work? I guess I chose to become an accountant because this is what I studied in college. I majored in accounting. So after I graduated, I only looked for an accounting position. Do you get along well with your colleagues? Yes, fortunately, most of my colleagues are really nice and friendly. We are quite close, so sometimes we go for dinner or drinks after work. Do you like ice cream? Yes. Who doesn't like ice cream? Well, it's one of my favorite snacks. So when I feel down, having chocolate ice cream makes me feel so much better. Well, I mean, it's something that uplifts my mood. Do you eat ice cream a lot? As I said earlier, I eat ice cream when I feel down or when I need some sweets to boost my energy. So, I don't think I eat ice cream very often, just from time to time. Did you eat ice cream as a child? Yes, when I was a child, I had a sweet tooth, so I often had ice cream after school. It was my absolute favorite thing to do, especially during the hot summers. I was so happy having chocolate ice cream on my way back home. I miss the good old days. Are there shops selling ice cream near where you live? Yes, there is one local cafe called Snow. They have the best chocolate ice cream ever. Well, plus the place is within walking distance and the staff working there are so friendly and kind. So I go there quite often, like at least once a week. What is your favorite day of the week? Well, I would say Saturday is definitely my favorite day of the week because, first of all, I don't have to work on Saturday. I usually go bike riding in the morning, so I can start the day with a great mood. After that, I normally chill at home or hang out with some friends. What is your least favorite day? Monday should be my least favorite day of the week. Well, on Monday, I always have a lot more work to do, so that I sometimes have to work overtime, which is quite tiring and, overwhelming. So, yeah, that's why Monday is my least favorite day for sure. What is the busiest day of the week for you? As I said earlier, Monday is the busiest day of the week for me. I usually have lots of meetings and paperwork to do on Mondays. Describe a car journey that you remember well. Okay, let me tell you about the journey my family and I had in Bali. When I was 12, I traveled abroad for the first time on a family vacation to Bali. Of course, I could barely contain myself since it was the very first time flying on a plane and going to the foreign country. Well, and on the first day of Bali, we rented a car, but we had some problems. Shortly after we started driving, the car stopped on the road, which was quite dangerous. So we called the renter company, but it took them more than 3 hours to come. So as a result, we lost half of a day. Of course, we complained to the manager about it, but fortunately, they upgraded the car and we also received a 50% discount, which was more than we would expected. So it was awesome. Anyway, so after that, we explored so many places. Well, just going with the flow. So along the way, we stumbled upon a huge temple, which happened to be one of the most popular tourist spots. We also came across a stunning beach, so we stopped and spent some time there. Well, I forgot the name of the beach, but I remember how picturesque it was, with the emerald water, golden sand, and some impressive surfers riding the waves. It was unreal. I mean, we felt like we were in some kind of heaven. So the trip was filled with adventure. I mean, exploring the island without a plan was so much fun. We definitely had a blast. What benefits does public transport bring to the world? There is no doubt that public transport offers numerous benefits to society, and one of the main advantages that just comes to mind is the cost effectiveness it provides for daily commuting. Using public transport is generally more affordable compared to using a private car or, taking a taxi. I think that's really an important benefit it offers. Is it too late for people to get a driver's license at the age of 18? Well, that's quite an interesting question. Well, let me think about it for a second. I don't think it's too late for people to get a driver's license at that age. I think maturity and responsibility are crucial factors when it comes to driving, which is why there are age limits. In the meanwhile, they have public transportation options, such as buses, subways, and even taxis. Plus, most schools provide shuttle buses as well. What qualities does a driver need to have? Being a good driver requires several qualities such as patience, communication, and responsibility and all. Well, communication skill is one of the most important qualities when it comes to driving. It's crucial to effectively use turn signs and horns to communicate with other drivers. Do you think the government should make it a rule for people to use public transport? I'm not sure what kind of rules you're referring to, but if we are talking about a rule to force people to use public transport, I don't think that's fair. The government can definitely encourage people to use public transport more often by making improvements to the facilities or offering discounts, for example. But making it a strict rule for everyone to use public transport would be a bit too much.